Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to your daily update on Bitcoin. It's in general, not much has changed since yesterday. All right, if you look at the 1 hour time frame here, the price has basically done nothing but move in this range right here between 69,500 and 69,100. But we're still waiting for some sort of a breakout. I do think, I mean, if you look at the markets right now, and you think about what happened, I do expect a lot of volatility. All right, this weekend has been very, very quiet. What you can see is that the volume for Bitcoin is also down to $12.7 billion again, whereas last week when we were very bullish, it was nearing 40 billion. All right, so that's, I don't necessarily expect the price or the volume to get back to those levels, but I do expect it to get much higher. All right, so that's a lot of new capital, that's a lot of new money flowing into the markets in the next 24 hours. And then apart from that, after such a dump, it's also very, very important to know where those flows are going. And honestly, with that amount of money, it's whales, it's institutions, it's funds, trading, market makers, whatever, who decide. And for me, I cannot predict what they will do. All right. If I think about the fundamental situation for Bitcoin and crypto right now, I'm quite bullish. All right. We have, like I said, last week we had some good ETF inflows. Very positive, as you can see. One of the best weeks since the ETF has started. And then apart from that, I also think that the expect some bullish momentum from that. Next week we have some new inflation rate and CPI data, but it looks to me like that's going into the positive direction as well. So that's all great, but does that necessarily mean we're going to be bullish right now? Or could it also be that we get bullish in September or October? That's a possibility. So for now, there's no, I mean, what we need to see, like I said, in the next 24 hours, we'll get a lot of momentum. And if you look at the situation right now, there's really not anything I can say. I mean, earlier this morning, we had a bit of a positive CVD. So we saw some short positions being closed, and we saw some new long positions being opened. But that has also, in the second half of this morning, has also disappeared. So there's nothing of value here. All right, we see a slow sell-off. Or at least we have seen a slow sell-off in positions after the dump. The price has been holding on relatively well, so you could see that as some sort of a bullish divergence. You could, I personally won't. But that's the truth. And then what we have to wait for is confirmation. All right, so that's either a breakout back above 69,700, where you have the 382 fib and some strong EMAs. If we break above that in the next 24 hours with volume, well, that's good, because what you need after a dump like this is you need a very quick recovery, something like this, or at least something like this. Excuse me, I almost had to sneeze. And so far hopefully I cut that out. But so far the recovery has been nothing. All right, now it's the weekend, so maybe the recovery is postponed a little bit, but that is something we need to see, because if we don't get that bullish breakout and that recovery, then it's best to assume we're going to be bearish. And even right now, in general, I think it's best to assume we're going to be bearish. All right, because so far we've had a massive drop, no recovery, no momentum. The market as a whole looks quite weak right now. So if I would have to give you my most likely scenario, it would be something something like this. All right. So, but it's best to wait for that confirmation, right? Wait for the confirmation, then you have a little bit more of a good bias on the markets, and I will keep you updated on that. All right. So those are my thoughts. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.